I tell you, my friends, do not be afraid of those who kill the body and after that can do no more. But I will show you whom you should fear. Fear him who, after your body has been killed, has authority to throw you into hell. Yes, I tell you, fear him. Are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet no one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Hello there, and welcome to another Bible video. Sorry for the noise. This time you can hear it. On the last Bible video, I made a disclaimer before I started talking that my upstairs neighbor is doing renovations, and it's gonna take like 2 months, something along those lines. And it's quite easy to hear it. That the walls are not, sorry, not the walls. The foundation is not very thick. However, so for now, I think they're just hammering. If they start drilling, then of course, I'm gonna have to start the recording again. But yeah, another Bible video. I hope that your week was good. Hope that things didn't get out of hand. That work wasn't too stressful, too chaotic. That you were able to get some rest. That you were able to sort of relax. Because I know how stressful work can be sometimes. How stressful, how much the week can draw out. So on the last video, we read the first book of Thessalonians, and this time we're reading the book of Luke 12:4 to 7. And I chose this passage, these verses, because of a certain specific part at the end, towards the end. It's from 6 to 7, but I wanted to read the whole section. And it's basically the sparrows analogy, the sparrows example. During that time of the Lord, um, food was an important thing. Sacrifices. If you read the Old Testament, the book of Kings, and of course the book of, I think it's Chronicles in English, if I remember correctly. There's a lot of sacrifices. There's a lot of sacrifices of animals, of food that must be burned completely. And so this is Jesus talking here. This is when Jesus is talking to the crowd. This is before the story of the rich man. So, and he makes this example. He makes this sort of, like analogy of, is your life no worth more than sparrows? And I chose this because I just felt the need to say it. I felt the need to like put it out there. But it's already been put out there, but sort of say that your life matters. Our lives matter. No one's life is worthless. And of course it seems simple at first. But a lot of people nowadays don't realize it. And of course, this has happened since the dawn of man. If you go back in the Bible, sometimes some people ask the Lord to just kill them, to just take them away, because of like how distraught they are, because of how painful it has been. So it's not something new, it's not something different, it's not something that came out of nowhere. We just normalize things, and some of those things can be depression, and sometimes we look outside that normalization and we realize, wait, this isn't normal, this isn't right. So we realize that it's not normal to sort of see yourself in a demeaning way, and that's something that happens a lot lately, and it's something I myself struggle with as well, sort of not believing in myself, not seeing my own worth. And every time I do it, I feel bad because I realize that I don't think that the Lord would be pleased with that. And it can happen for a number of reasons. Maybe you've been treated horribly almost your entire life by friends and family. Maybe you've gone through a traumatic experience. Maybe you've fought addiction. But there's a lot of things that can make you feel like your life is worthless, but it is not. Of course, you probably heard that as well. It's like it's one of the first things I said in the first Bible videos, that people who are disheartened, people who are distraught, they constantly hear things will get better, don't do this, don't do that. And sometimes people hear something so often that it loses meaning. But here you have the Lord Himself telling you that you are worth you're worth something to the Lord. Not something, you're worth a lot, you know? Like you are worth more than sparrows. And if you don't know what a sparrow is, it's a bird. I think it's a type of bird. And back then, people would trade them, would eat them. I think it's still a thing. But it's sort of like a way of signifying value. So, I understand that you don't know me, I don't know you, we don't know each other, we probably will never know each other. But you are valuable. You matter. Your words, your life, your very existence matters to the Lord. It matters to you know to your loved ones. Maybe someone in your family doesn't care about you. That's a possibility. Yeah. Maybe your friends don't like you. That's also a possibility. But you can always turn to the Lord. You can always go to the Lord, and you will always matter. And if you always matter to the Lord, then you matter always. Simple as that. Your actions aren't irrelevant. Your words will not fall on deaf ears. The Lord will always listen to you. The Lord will always guide you. He will always be with you. Your life is not worthless. And of course, Julius, I don't believe in any of that. Don't believe in the Lord. I'm not Christian. So if I don't believe in the Lord, then how, then is my life still worth? Of course it is. Of course it is. The Lord loves us before we are born. He has planned us before we were born. And of course, the Lord is not gonna not love you because you don't believe in Him. You are His creation. You are His son. The sons, the children are the blessing of the Lord to fathers. And of course, the Lord isn't gonna give something He doesn't love. The Lord isn't gonna give something to your parents or to the world that He doesn't support. Also, it takes some time to choose the path of the Lord for some people. Like a baby can't can choose it's Christian because like a baby doesn't know much. A baby can barely talk, but the Lord still loves it because it made it, because it cares for it, because it matters to Him. Your life is not worthless. Don't let anyone ever tell you that your life means nothing, that you are nothing, that you are worthless. Don't let anyone ever tell you that, because that is a lie. Because your life matters. I I I chose this because I deal with it a lot. I have no shame in saying it. I am of flesh and bone. I am weak. Through the Lord I become strong. But I have times where I believe that my actions, that my things, my way of being, I'm just worthless. Or sometimes I remember how I used to be before, and I shouldn't do that because the Lord has forgiven me. And that's another thing. Maybe you feel worthless because of your past sins, but they're in the past, and the Lord has forgiven you, and you are made anew in His image. You are made anew once you rise from His waters and once you take Him into your heart. So it's definitely something that it won't go away. It won't go away in the blink of an eye. But if you go to the Lord and you beg Him, if you plead with Him to please help you see your worth, to see that you matter, to see that you have an effect in someone's life, that they remember you, that they think about you, that your actions have meaning, then I assure you that the Lord will respond to your prayers. It's not something easy. It's not something easy. The human mind is one of the Lord's greatest creations, but it can also become our own downfall. If you ever think, not think, sorry, if you ever thought that your life doesn't matter, that your life is meaningless, that everything you've done is meaningless, then I'm so sorry that you felt that way. I'm sorry that you went through such pain, through such agony, that you can only find comfort in such lie. And I hope that the Lord brings you peace today. I hope that once you read this passage, you feel the need to read more, and that eventually you've read so much that you realize the Lord does love me. The Lord is with me. Even when I fall and I trip and my knees bleed and I cry and I beg, the Lord still loves me. The Lord is with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And if you know anyone or you yourself feel this way, please read this passage or talk to someone. There's no shame in it. Or talk to the Lord. Kneel, kneel and pray. I that's how I that's how I handle myself. That's how I continue. I kneel and I pray to the Lord every morning, every night, or whenever I'm in distraught. I beg of Him to help me realize the truth, and the truth is that my life matters, and yours does too. But yeah, thank you for watching. As always, I will leave in the description the links to the website I use to read the Bible and the website I use for daily verses. Your life matters, and I know that I sound like a broken record saying it, but you must feel the Lord. You must feel His love to truly understand what I'm telling to you. So I understand if you're not a non-believer, but just take 30 seconds. That's all you need. 30 seconds to read this word, and you'll feel. I I I, I promise you, you'll feel just a tad better. And if you allow that feeling to go even further, you will you will see His light, you will see His glory, and you will realize that your life matters. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, week, and God bless you. Bye bye.